Hey, what's up? It's Matt with Enlightened Minds. How's everyone doing today? Hope you're having a great day. Hey, today I want to talk about MK Ultra, and I want to talk about some of the stuff that happened back, 30, 40, 50 years ago, at the Allen Memorial Center, the psychiatry ward that, the famous Cameron Ewan, was the doctor there, and he was into deep patterning and repatterning and into reprogramming minds, and it was all about learning how to break the mind down and how to rebuild it back. But they were doing stuff that was to actually ended up hurting lots of people, and a lot of people that went through that center got hurt because they thought they were going in there for a good cause, and these people were doing things to them to try to make them better. They thought it would make them better, and I want to talk about that today, and I want to talk about what they were doing, what they were actually doing at the place. And towards throughout this video, I'm going to talk about the different things that they did and how it's still running today. They still have MK Ultra. This is about within Canada that I'm talking about, with the psychiatry ward with Cameron Ewan. And the thing is he got away with doing what he was doing for a long time. And it's crazy how they thought at this time that this was ethical and moral, and even today they still do mind control programs. They do all sorts of different type of stuff, and we're going to talk about that in the video today. I just want to let you know what I'm going to talk about. Hey, and if you like my content, hit that subscribe button down below. Much appreciated. Helps me build this channel, build this content, and reach more people. And it's nice. Please hit that subscribe button down below. You'll get notifications if you hit that notification, that bell, and it'll ring every time I upload a new video. You don't want to miss none. Let's get talking about this video. So Ewan Cameron was a psychiatrist at the Allen Memorial Center, with psychiatry ward, and he was into deep patterning brains. And by deep patterning brains, he was putting people to sleep for up to a month with repeated things where they'd have headphones on, and they'd be repeating things into their head, so-called affirmations, whatever you want to call it. It's brainwashing. That's what it is. And these people would undergo this several times. Like, they would go for a month, and then after that they would go several times a week. They would be getting shock treatment. They would be getting electrical volts shocked to their brain, because they thought this at this point in time was gonna help erase memories and make a person better, and break them out of depression and addiction and anxiety. Whatever the problem was, it could be such a minor problem. A lot of people went to this place with very minor problems, like just a little bit of depression, a little bit of anxiety, and they ended up coming out like way worse than they were when they went in, because they did all this stuff to them. There's people that will speak about this. And Cameron Ewan, I'll put a picture up right now. He was into all of this, the deep patterning. He was also into psychic driving, which is a whole nother thing we'll talk about here in a second. But the deep patterning, they would shock your brain. They would put you to sleep for months at a time with recorded stuff going on. So you would hear this in your subconscious mind, and it would reach your subconscious mind. That was the thought, and that's how it worked. That's how they would brainwash you. But half the time you came out, you were worse off than you went in. Some of the people had to be potty trained. They were so damaged. This is the damage from what he was doing. Really created a lot of for a long time it was like under the radar, and then it came up, and people are really getting hurt from this, and things started changing. But Cameron Ewan was the leader, the first person to ever really take this on, and as at a big turn, like a big level, like a level never seen before. And he had a whole center to do it. And he had patients that would come in with just anxiety, or homeless people, or people with depression, and he would do this stuff to them. And it was for the benefit of the good, and to help the person out, and hopefully repattern him. But pattern him, yeah, because you'd be de-patterning him, and then it'd be tapes playing in your head all day long for months, and you would hear this, so it'd be in your subconscious mind, and he thought this was the way to make people better. But guess what? It didn't work. Half the people came out worse than when they went in, and it's very sad. I want to get in a little bit about the MK Ultra. There's a few other things that I want to talk about. The psychic driving, all these different things that were going on, and some of the things that are still going on today that people don't see, people don't realize, but it's there. It's everywhere. Every movie you watch, every news, everything you watch, it has some sort of deception in it. And like for me right now, I'm talking to you and I'm telling you there's deception in almost everything you watch. So you have to be very conscious and aware of what you're watching, because this can lead to anxiety, depression, and now they just want to give you pills and pills and pills. But that's for another video. So let's get to the next part of this video, and so let's get to it. So I quick want to talk about the CIA had they were really invested in Canada in that psychiatry ward, and they ended up doing program here with LSD, and they were having prostitutes drug people with LSD before they had sex, and they would watch between two-way mirror, and they would sit there and they would watch, and they'd see the reactions and how the people would react after taking the LSD. And this was actually, I'm not even kidding, I'm not joking, this was called Midnight Climax. This was what this was called, and it was for to get people to if they had a wife, if they anything, to get dirt on them, to so they could control them basically. And this is the start of this is mind control. This is controlling not only your mind but your actions and stuff, because they would get people in there, and then they would get them on film or whatever it may be, and then next thing you know, if they don't want to lose their family and everything, they are under, and they half the time they don't even know. So they just go home, and what are they gonna say? They're gonna, oh, I went out to, what are they gonna say to their wife? What are they gonna say? So it's like, it's basically, they were doing this to people, and it was super evil. They had a whole hotel, a whole building that was just for this this experiment, and it was called Midnight Climax. Funny, that's pretty fucking, pretty funny that they would name it Midnight Climax as a CIA operation to drug people and then see the reactions, and not only that, but blackmail them with it. So this is just another part of the MK Ultra that is, there's a lot of things that it takes to put it all together and to actually change someone's mind state, and they were learning about this, and they even were doing this back in the 1950s and the 1980s with video arcade games. Look into the Polybius and what that was doing to people. This is another thing of another program that they were running. I don't know why, I don't know what for, but they were running these programs. They were doing this all to see how they could change the perception, the view of the masses, and not only that, but get political figures under their control. So they have a lot of different examples of what they've done. They got one in New York. If you want to look into it, you can. It was a building that they had discovered, and it was near an orphanage, which seemed really convenient for an MK Ultra. For experiments, if there's an orphanage right there. And this has been kind of suppressed, hidden down, and nobody really knows about it anymore. But this was going on in New York, in the middle of the forest and in the woods in New York, and they were experimenting, they were doing different projects, and you'll have to look into this one for yourself. I looked into it quite a bit, and there's a lot that substance to it, but then there's a lot of people that make it out to be something else, and who knows what the really truth is. But they were doing these experiments on people that were unwilling. Some people didn't even know that they were under a mind control experiment, because as the years went by, they got better at with the technology. Now they have sonic technology that they can change your mood. They can change what you think. They can put voices in your head. Call me crazy all you want, but you will see this one day and you will experience it. The thing is this is what they'll do to control a person, to make a person go crazy. Because if they want someone to look like they're uncredible, if they don't want someone to look credible, they're going to do everything they can to make that person uncredible. And they can do this with 5G. They can do this with sonic technology, which comes from the 5G towers that they can use, because it's millimeter waves and it can literally affect everything. And they've been doing this for years. I mean, Seattle, Oregon, all these places are very they've had a long history of this, and if you look into it, you'll find it. And I just want to bring this to the people's attention, because today people are being brainwashed. Most people are being brainwashed through movies, through TV shows, through episodes. Episodes is where it's at, where they really try to control you. And then the news, it's always fear, 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 fear. They want you in fear. They want you scared. They want you helpless. They want you in learned helplessness, where you can't help yourself and be happy and be in a good state of being. They want you in that low frequency, that low vibration, when we need to be up here. This is where we need to be at and stay at. This is the positive part. This is where you see everything's just an illusion, and it's all up to you at the end of the day of how you want to live your life, and if you want to be happy or not. Now, these mind control experiments can really mess with a person, especially if they don't know that it's going on and something is going on behind the scenes, or something crazy. People can say it's crazy, but it's not far-fetched at all, and it's happened to lots of people. Look into gang stalking. Maybe I'll make a video about that. But gang stalking is also with the mind control. It's a bunch of different forces that work together to make this mind control work. And in order to do that, it takes a long time. It takes slow transitioning. And if you look at the world today, the new normal, as they say, it's a small transition every single little bit. It's a little bit at a time. They take an inch. If you read 1984, the book, even just the beginning, it will show you today we're living in a state of basically we're stuck. I mean, until we get this the shot or whatever. They say I'm not getting it, but who's they say what's gonna happen to the people that don't get it? And eventually they're gonna want everyone to have it. And that's all for a whole nother video. I got a video about that on my channel. If you want to check it out, hit that subscribe button down below. Much appreciated. But yeah, this Cameron Ewan he really was the founder of this mind control, psychic driving, and things like that will break a person down. They were trying to break a person down to see if they can rebuild them, and most people were destroyed at the end. Most people couldn't do anything. Most people had so much anxiety, depression, that they couldn't even live a normal life. And this is the reality, and it's happening to more people than you could ever believe. If you ever look at the Truman Show, they want everyone to feel like they're in the Truman Show. I hope you know that. They want every person to feel like that, because if they can make you feel like that, they have you under control. That's the trick. It's the trick, and they control your mind with it through movies, through advertisement, through everything, through games, and it's non-stop coming through into your brain. And you might not always catch it with your eyes, but your third eye and your subconscious mind will catch it, and that's where you have to be very conscious of everything. There is so much going on right now. They are trying to do something that has never been done, And we're in scary times. We're in very unpredictable times. We need to be ready. So I'm making this video because I want people to know that their brain is being taken advantage of. They're being taken advantage of, and they are. Your mind is. You might be feeling like you're going crazy. You might feel depressed or sad. Then usually that's how they want you to feel. It's up to you to pick yourself up and say, heck no, I'm not gonna live like that. I'm not gonna live in fear. I'm not gonna live depressed or sad. We have this life. We live hundreds of lives, but this is the life we have right now. We have to live it. Stand up for what you believe in. Don't bend, don't fold. Stand up and do what you have to do for you, your family, and if it's leaving a good example, that's all that matters. I love you all. I'll talk to you later. And hey, once again, look at what I'm saying. Look into the New York forest. Look into Canada, Cameron Ewan. Look at all these things I'm talking about. You will see I'm not just coming up with stuff out of the air. This is all facts. This is all true. This is all real, and it's going on. And most people don't even recognize it. I love you all. Talk to you later. And hey, once again, like I said, hit that subscribe button down below. Share this with your friends. Some people need to hear this message. You might not think it, but some people really do need to hear this message. I mean, if you're still watching, I really appreciate it. And I'll talk to you guys later. Love you all.